Alright, so here we go. Oof, that is quite loud. Let me turn that down. We are playing a 3v3 and let me introduce the players to you. First off, starting with ByT, we have Cambridge right here in the purple. Let me check it out. He is playing on the flank position. And then right here in the pocket for ByT, we have in the red Relber playing with the Vikings. By the way, Cambridge playing with the Spanish. And then over to the left, we have Poxo in the green playing with the Mongols. Over at the other side, we have Milford in the yellow playing on the flank as the Vikings as well. And then over here in the pocket position in the teal, we have LB10. And then over to the right, we have Sniper playing with the Vikings in the blue. The map is Baltic, if I'm not mistaken. It is Great Lake. Okay. Not Baltic. Great Lake. And this is one of those maps that is super complicated to play on the flank position right here. You can go for the land, but I'm pretty sure what you'll see players doing is still going to snatch that water, because the water is also important with all the fish. But there is quite a bit of land mass, as you can see, and the players might go forward and wall things off here. But if the other player has water control, they might consider doing a landing. But then again, since this is a 3v3, there is also the pocket position going on water in Castle Age. And, you know, if you transport too late, then maybe the pocket position can still snipe your transport. And, well, I would say it's a complicated map to play. Also, of course, the shoreline is relatively long, especially right here. It's not that hard to get a sneaky dock, get a transport, and then do some damage that way. And as you can also see, the land right here is super open, so it's not like it's really easy to wall behind or to re-wall as soon as somebody landed. So hopefully that will make for some aggressive gameplay from the players. But initially I think the players will just go for the water. If not, then you should be able to see it on the build orders. As you can see, Relber already got the 5 on wood, indicating that he will go water. And what about Poxo? Only has 2 on wood, as he's still luring in both his boars. Well, there we go, Cambridge getting a dock out. Also got the 5 on wood now, which he will need to keep up fishing ship production. And Poxo is still with only with the 2 on wood. Milford a little bit later with getting in his second boar. Also Snipers getting in the second boar. I would say that Poxo might have been a bit early here even. And then Relber coming up with the dock. Cambridge also with the dock, getting a fishing ship out. And this is of course really important to get that fish out as early as possible. Oh, Poxo, careful. Careful. Almost losing the scout there. Only 3 HP left. I think he'll lose it. And yeah, that was some unnecessary damage they're taking from the scout. And now Poxo will not know what is going on here. Milford can really do anything he wants. And yeah, that's just a nasty disadvantage for Poxo. Over at the other side, Sniper trying to go with the really forward walls here. Going to wall like this. And Cambridge not doing much about it, but he of course can still wall behind it. But it's still nice for Sniper that he, you know, he's making sure that he can wall. So double Vikings and Mongols, and then the other team picked Spanish instead of the Vikings. LB10 up to feudal age, actually pretty fast for a pocket position. And if you look at the population here, 24 including 3 fish, that's 20 That's yeah, 20 pills. And that's actually really quick for a pocket position. As you can see, Relber is already 26 pop, 27, and he's still not going up. He's getting loom, and after that he will go up. But yeah, he will go for a later feudal age. And now if LB10 can make use of that by getting galleys out early and sniping some fishing ship, that could be a really, really nice advantage. So it will be for Relber to deal with this, as the other flanks, well, they will have to give their all, as our pocket is a little bit later with helping them out. LB10 getting the second dog up. Let me go to his point of view, as he's getting a galley out already. And the second dog, third dog even going, wait, oh no, that is that's Nilford. But yeah, second dog going out, galley going out, and he should have galleys on the field really quickly. Nilford getting a villager right here to wall, indeed. That's that is very nice, because Poxo here, as the Mongols, going for a scout rush. But if this is walled off, then that might not be a very successful scout rush at all. And as you can see, also Poxo doesn't have any dogs, so if he wants to still transport the scouts, he will have to maybe get a transport ships from the other player. But also, Camebreak here tried to deny the wall off, and he actually should have scouted that there is a wall, so I'm not sure if Poxo still wants to go with the scouts or not. If Camebreak can, you know, keep this villager busy for long enough, then maybe he can punch through the walls. But I don't think there is going to be much here, and that will be quite the disadvantage for Poxo, especially because he's not taking any fish, and that will hurt his economy quite a bit. Now LB10 with his galleys out, trying to find where people are actually taking fish. And as he is on 2 docks, he is getting galleys out pretty quickly. And then he should be able to do quite a bit of damage here. As Relber, well, he's got a few galleys out as well. Let's see how this will go. Getting a double though a bit with LB10 and Nilford right here. So if Nilford and LB10 go together, they should be able to take Relber out here, but he still has the home advantage. Nearly going stonewall behind this, making absolutely sure that these palisades will not go down very quickly. And as you can see, Nilford, smart player, getting out some outposts already to make sure that he's not getting any surprise landing, also getting the houses on the shoreline. So he will make absolutely sure that there is no sneak dock here and that he won't get surprised. Thanks Fubli for telling me I'm online. Good to know. So also stone walls right here. Camebreak only with the palisades. And I'm not sure if stone walls is really needed, you know, if you can transport, but well, palisades are still so relatively easy to get through. Now Poxo did a scout rush. He didn't do any damage at all with the 3 scouts, but then again, getting only 3 scouts is not too bad. And he's getting the wheelbarrow as well now, getting the blacksmith. So he'll just try to get to castle relatively quickly after the scouts. He's not on gold yet, but as soon as he goes on gold and has the wheelbarrow done, then he should be able to click up pretty quickly. The question is, what is he going to follow it up with? He doesn't have a dock. Water control is not really in the favor of Team ByT. So, and well, Nilly is quite prepared for a potential landing. So I wonder how Poxo is going to solve this. Over at the other side, still some galley rushing going on here, as Relber is trying to save his galleys from Sniper and LB10's galleys. And also here on this side, he's grossly outnumbered, because I haven't really seen Poxo make any galleys, and if he did, he might have lost them all. But as you can see, there are 0 on the battlefield for him. Now let me see. Camebreak. Resources, yeah, he is getting the golds. And the food as well, so I think he is trying to buy or to make his way up. As he only has the one dock, he's not producing any galleys. So he'll probably just make sure that he can go Castle Age really quickly. Oh well, relatively quickly, right? Let's take a look at Nilford's point of view. And you can see he is still quite low on the food. And let me see, Sniper also relatively low on resources, bit too much gold. But that's all. And yeah, the water control really is not in the favor of Team ByT. But maybe with some Castle Age they can maybe try to make up for it. But if you can't get any docks out, then you won't be able to get the water control either. So I really wonder what the plan is. Nearly getting a dock right here forward. And then he'll be on 3 docks, further increasing the production speed, and he should be able to really nicely take water control here. Fishing's going down now. That will hurt Rebel's economy quite a bit. And now Team NC basically has 3 fish boom. Maybe with some fire ships you can do some damage, but with all the other players going up to Castle Age as well, the war galleys should be coming out pretty quickly. And then fire ships is not super great. With the landing being very hard, I would like to see what the idea here is. Flashing coming up for Relber. Let me take a look here at his home economy, getting a second town center up. Still pretty heavily taking the gold. And see, only one galley queued up here. Ooh, and the landing, of course. A landing is very obvious, but Boxo still had the scouts from Feudal, so he knows what is going up. He can warn Relber here and hopefully even prevent this from happening. But well, this villager is really low HP though. Yep, there you go. One villager down. Can he actually deny this? Yes, very well played by... Oh, well, there's still one villager. There's another scout though. No, send it to the villager. No. Oh man, he could have denied this, but now the stables are up. And LB10 is Castle Age. So this will mean some trouble for Relber. There you go, camels coming out already. Relber getting a town center right here. A little bit of a weird town center, I would say. Here would have maybe been better, but that's small things now. He needs to be able, or he needs to start to worry about this right here. Over at the other side, Boxo also getting a second town center down, third town center down, 4 town centers. He is going for the big boom here with 4 town centers, as he will have to, because yeah, he has no economy on the water to back things up. And now I want to see what is going to happen here. LW10 getting a monastery out to convert some potential knights or camels for that matter. And Relber is doing the same, getting a double monastery. He's probably already making some monks, as that is the only way for him to quickly deal with camels. And the focus now completely shifted to the land here, as the water has been mostly given up. Relber also, well, he did get war galley, which is maybe a little of a waste, right? Because he lost the water completely. Doesn't seem like he will be able to produce war galleys, as he is so busy with trying to keep his economy up from 4 town centers and still produce monks. So yeah, the war galley upgrades might not be really worth it. Nilford getting Botkin, Gold Chef mining as well, and well, let me see what his economy at home looks like. Getting the second town center. I think he is on 2 at least. Yes, looks like it for now. And I do expect the villager count to rise a lot quicker now for Team ByT here, as they start to boom up. Okay, there come the monks. And the LB10 already got some monks as well. Cambridge brought some monks here. Let me see, can he get the converts? LB10 with the scout here. Should pick off one monkey deed. Getting the knight converted here. Oh, with Relber losing all the monks now to the light cap. And he needed maybe some camels to kill the knights or the scouts more quickly. Let's see, can he get a convert here? No, he is quite unlucky as he's trying to convert the camels, but he doesn't get any converts as it seems. Still, together with Gamebrick, he's cleaning it up, and Foxo not spending any resources at all. Gamebrick and Rebel already spending enough resources to make sure that this is being dealt with. I want to see what LB10 has here. Yeah, it only has a couple scouts, but this should be cleaned up now. Nice try, but the forwards didn't do a lot of damage. Another town center coming down here. And now it's at least for Team ByT, it's gonna be a booming game. And somehow then try to, well, getting the water control back is probably not possible anymore, but at least try to make something out of this game, as they decided to boom up. And then with a very strong economy go up to Imperial Age. As you can see, the villager count is really rising now, especially Poxo, 70 villagers. That's like 10 ahead of the other players. And LB10, the pocket here, 53 villagers, whereas Relber 55. Well, that's actually still pretty close. Let me go at the home as well for LB10. Look at this economy. We go to the 1, 2, 3 town centers. And then also, I think 3 town centers for Sniper here. Only just getting the 3rd town center up there. Milford is giving LB10 some resources, slinging a little bit. Gamebrick coming up now with the castle on the shoreline. And I hear some more converts going on here. Relber with the monks trying to convert some of the camels here. Cleaning up this fort now. And as you can see, LB10 is not producing anymore, as this is quite lost. And now with 61 villagers, LB10 is going up to Imperial Age. His economy, I would say, is quite weak. As you can see, Gamebrick here with 78 villagers is also going up to Imperial Age, being it a bit later. But then again, LB10, well, yeah, so LB10 with the Mongols. Mongols usually need quite a big economy to get going. But since, well, let's see. Okay, he is getting a castle. Well, I want to see how quickly he will be able to produce, because I think the economy is relatively small to produce some units. But Milford is still slinging LB10, so you should be able to get all those upgrades for the Mangadai out relatively quickly. And then the question is, will Poxo be able to do the same, as he is still on his own economy? And well, I'm not sure if the team will figure out that LB10 is getting slung. But if they see Imperial Mangadai or Elite Mangadai in their economy that fast, they might figure it out that you know, LB10 is getting slung. And yeah, Relber, let me see, 77 feels, still Castle Age not clicking up yet. And him being the Vikings, I'm also not quite sure what he will be doing in Imperial Age. Let me go to his point of view. Relber, I want to see if he's slinging or not, because he's so low on resources with this much economy. I think he's sending some resources as well to the Mongol player. And oh, here you go, already some Mangadai on the land of Poxo. And this is bad luck for, or well, not bad luck, but this is trouble for Team ByT. Again, LB10, oh wait, not, I mean Poxo, only, well, still going up to Imperial Age. So he'll have a hard time defending himself. He's got the one castle here. LB10 being a bit sloppy there, losing some some Mega Die there. But even then, you know, Poxo trying to get this castle up, but he really can't, as the Mega Dies are running down his base, and there is not much he has to do about it. He might just cancel the castle and go for this castle instead, but it seems like he's not cancelling it. Rel indeed slinging Canebrick in this case, as Canebrick is getting plate barding armor, Cavalier, and he will sling Canebrick up to Paladin. But this here is the problem. War galleys on the shoreline here, cast or double stone wall. So I'm not sure if Paladin is gonna work. Maybe they're, you know, Canebrick is gonna go to this side and help Poxo to deal with this. But these Mega Die running around are really, really annoying. They'll have to somehow deal with that. Poxo is still trying to get this castle up here, but then again, ooh man, he's losing some villagers to the Mega Die, as the Mega Die are getting stronger here. Racer already there. Still some upgrades missing. Parthian tactics coming in, and there Canebrick coming with the Paladin now. But yeah, this is also the problem. Land is starting to run out for, well, not run out, but you see that Rauber is already struggling with the galleys here on the shoreline. Some conquistadors, some cavalier coming out, and now finally Poxo will be able to get the castle out. 4 castles coming out. He should be able to produce Mega Die from that very quickly, but this castle will go down here. It is on top of the hill, that will keep it alive for a bit longer. Trebuchet coming out, but this is a lot of Mega Die, and versus 3 trebuchets, I'm not sure if Poxo will be able to outproduce that, although he is at home. He wants to create more Mega Die first to deal with this, and then he can't make trebuchets, right? So it's a really difficult decision. What do I do now? And he's losing starting to lose the castles really, really quickly now. LB10 doing some more landing action right here with some more castles, and that really means trouble, because now he can replenish from Poxo's land, and I have trouble seeing how Team ByT is going to come back from this position, but nothing is impossible. Let me see the economies there. 133 villagers for Nilford. I think it just keeps booming, as he doesn't really have, I think. Wait, he is deleting. Wait. Yeah, he's pop-capped. He's starting to delete some vills now. Let's see, what is he doing? Okay. Anyway, wait. He's got trades. There you go. 20 trades, 120 fills. It's still 180 pop. Fish, of course, some military as well. Yeah, okay. So over at this side, still everything seems to be going on at this side, as Canebrick now has paladins, and they still need some upgrades. But this is already quite a lot of paladin. Even then, this is a good amount of Mega Die. So how is ByT going to deal with this? Poxo is still getting some new castles in the back, as he will have to keep producing Mega Die and getting some trebuchets out. He'll have to start getting down these castles. LB10 getting some ramps in the mix, but then if with paladins there, the ramps will go down quite quickly. And also heavy camel now coming up for LB10, so that's actually a pretty good combination. Heavy camel Mega Die with some ramps in there should be pretty good. Okay, there you go. LB10 going in with the Mega Die. Might be a bit early, I would say. Paladin coming in now from the other side. Well, still, Poxo doesn't really have a lot of Mega Dies. Also not fully upgraded yet. Poxo is mixing in some onager as well. As you can see, Railway is starting to make some trade, but the trade will go is going right through the battlefield, so it won't be very. Nope. That was. in-game sound is quite loud there. This is really trouble. Relber can't get a trade up, and Foxo has to take this fight now here in the middle, but the Mangadai still not fully upgraded. As he is getting Onature, that might help him. But this is not looking good so far. Also, where did the Paladin go from? Where did the Paladin go from Cambridge? There, well, there is your answer. They're just dying pretty quickly. All the bodies there. Cambridge is trying to keep the production going. Also getting the stables right here now. But what is going on over at this side? You know, would be nice for Sniper to try maybe and go for a bit of damage here. And well, here you go, getting some cannon galleons, being a lot of trouble here on the shoreline, and that will be just really annoying. Onature is now coming out for Poxo, and well, he's still getting out some Mangadai, and also Cambridge did manage to get a lot of Paladin up now. But Sniper here with some galleons, also cannon galleons, starting to take down the buildings. Yeah, I don't see how ByT can come back from this, but with some onagers in there, if he gets some good shots in, takes down the castles, that's at least, you know, one step towards the solution. But then again, they don't have any water control, and Sniper with all the galleons and cannon galleons on the shoreline, I don't see how they can start to push the other side, right? Now everything is starting to go into full swing here as Nilford is going through, or moving over to the other side of the land now, getting some villagers over here, taking the wood, the precious wood that is, well, it's already getting a little scarce. There's still quite a bit, but you know, why not take the wood from the opponents if you can? So LB10 here, or at least this forward, is getting slowly getting cleaned up, but there's still quite a bit of work to do. And the biggest problem here, I think, is the trade. If you look, 47 trade cards for Nilford, and only 30 trade cards for Sniper, and then the other guys hardly have any trade at all. And let me also go to their point of view. Relber 500 gold, Cambridge 1k gold, Boxo 800 gold, but that will soon start to run out. Boxo taking the fight here together with Cambridge, but yes, they have to fight downhill. Not great. And getting another castle right here on the top of the hill, protecting the last few golds, also protecting the trades. And somehow they will have to try to keep this safe here, the trade. It's so exposed. It's really dangerous. So Relber now finally going up to Imperial Age. And let's see what he's going to do after that. Oh, there come the Siege Onager now. Boxo getting some Siege Onager, and that should help a lot. Siege Onager are really strong, of course. And maybe together now they can finally start to push things back. Or at least clean up the forward and take back their wood control. Oh, that's also something. Well, nah, there is still a good amount of wood right here. So it's not starting to be a problem just yet. Over at this side, things start to heat up a bit as Sniper is starting to move some villagers here now. He's getting a castle, getting a siege workshop, and Cambridge's economy is already a bit shaky, I would say. 50 idols, oh man, that's quite rough. And even though he was getting slung, maybe it didn't matter so much, but this is quite a bad economy. And now here with Sniper starting to do the forwards, He is in a bad position. He will have to deal with that. And I don't think... Let me try to see. Did he see it or did he notice it? Well, now he should notice it as his lumbercamp is getting attacked. Also some Mangadai here from LB10 raiding. Just being really annoying. And that means big trouble for Team ByT. Also now LB10 getting Siege Onager in the mix. So there goes the advantage that ByT had for a moment. Catrams coming out as well. But yeah, there is so much economy is lost here. And still the trades, well, it's slowly starting to get up here. And well, they do have Spanish trade, which is small advantage to the other team. But even then, it doesn't make up for the fact that they didn't have trade for so long. As you can see, Cambridge completely out of gold at least. No resources. Now Poxo still good amount of resources there. But Relber, yeah, well, Relber still has good resources as well. Let me see, what is he doing though? Still sending the resources, mainly the gold. Trying to get some trade up. But yeah, they will, and this is now the problem that Cambridge will have to deal with this side here to clean up this forward. And oh man, look at Sniper getting so many buildings in no time. Catrams, another castle, of course the cannon galleons on the shoreline as well. And then on this side, the forward still hasn't been cleaned up, so yeah. Oh, some good shots in there for LB10. Poxo losing like almost half his army there. But also Poxo getting some good shots in here, and now the Siege Onager are gone. Not completely though, but for the most part. Fortified walls coming up. So Sniper makes sure that there are no, well, just make sure that he's defended very well. Also getting hoarding, so these castles will go down much slower. And I think this is it for Cambridge, right? They, sure enough, some paladins can clean up the ramps, stopping the push for a bit. But yeah, that's not the only problem they have at the moment. All players now for NC pop-capped. Only Cambridge not pop-capped. 90 villagers, 15 idle. So he did fix his idling problem. That's good. And now here comes the push from LB10 with the Mangadai, with the Siege Onager. Let's see if he can now keep the push going. And I think this is a hard combo to deal with Siege Onager and Mangadai, but now LB10 is throwing away some Siege Onager to the castle here. Gotta be careful, man. Poxo using the spread formation to hopefully not lose all this Mangadai in one go. But yeah, with the trebuchets in here, the castle go down really quickly. Also the trade right here is again right in the battlefield. So if these castles go down, the trade is completely exposed. And then LB10 will be able to clean up a lot of trade here. As, well, they still have to deal with the castles. Oh, he's also housed. Oh, really? He has been housed? Oh, yeah, so he's, right. He doesn't even have the houses to be pop-capped. So instead, Cambridge now just getting Bomber Tower to hopefully stop this push here. He still has good resources to get Paladin out. He just needs to make some new stables in the back, get some Paladins and go from there. But yeah, he's mostly just doing Bomber Towers, so he makes sure that he doesn't get pushed and can focus again on this side for a bit more. But yeah, the trade here, look at this, look at the trade. Well, yeah, only 18 trade for Cambridge. And all the other guys here on the other side, Nilford with 80 trade here. And Sniper with 40 trade. LB10 coming now again with the heavy camel. Going for the trade with the Mangadai there. Oh, nice shot from Poxo. That helps a bit. And maybe another good shot. Yes. Oh, there you go. Cleaning up all the Mangadai. Yeah, bye-bye Mangadai. But even then, Siege Onager raiding the trades. Pretty strong. Cambridge still having to focus on 2 positions here. And Relberg getting some buildings now as well, some skirms. Poxo getting some SO, so this should be quite stopped now. But this is the problem. Trade getting pushed like this. And if the trade starts to go down, there's no more Mangadai, no more Paladin, no more Siege Onager, and that will be it. But LB10 is losing a bit of steam though. He did do a nice push. Oh wait, there you go. He's focusing on this castle now. Poxo only having 1 Siege Onager, you won't be able to clean up all these siege rams. And look at that, the Mongol siege rams, they're Ferraris, man. Holy moly. Relber getting some more archery ranges in there to get some skirms as well. LB10 also with some buildings right here on this side, going for 2 sides, helping or trying to help this push maybe. As this side, well, seems to be stopped for a little bit, but ByT is starting to lose ground here. Poxo only 85 pop. Canebrake 138 pop, and Relber also not pop capped, so it's I would say it's quite over, and indeed GG cold. Pretty convincing game for NC right there. Taking the water control early, Relber going up a bit later than the pockets. Poxo going scours that didn't do anything. Except for maybe detecting the landing, but that's it. And they completely lost water control. They tried to boom, but yeah, then getting landed, there was nothing much they could do about that. And that was pretty much where it all went down. Okay, so let me take a look at the achievements, especially right here. Tribute sent 92k res. Getting slung like that. Wow. Trade profit 22k as well for Nilford. And yeah, that's what can you do about that, man? The sling too OP.